So Leah, it certainly sounds to me that you want more of, and I'll ask a leading question, but you want more of a free marketplace environment than government putting their fingers into the pie.
Right. I am a teacher. I see what, I work in the education system where they have a monopoly, where they do everything they can to stop competition because they can't compete with private schools. You know, and proof of that is the fact that they just killed the DC voucher program. They were given $7,000 to families to let them go to any school they wanted, and the results for those kids were astronomical. They're paying $13,000 a year to send kids to the public school with a 50% dropout rate and violence, and people don't want their kids to go there, and they killed it. Now, they give us no explanation for this. I guess they don't dare to say it costs so little and worked so well that it cannot be allowed to continue. I don't know what their explanation is for this, but it speaks volumes to me that they want to control the monopoly of education because they cannot compete in the private sector. And because I know that from the inside of this, I think that probably makes sense that it's not going to work too well if they start to control health care either.
Well, Leah, I want to say thank you very much for taking some time. I have a feeling that with your sign, by the way, let's take a look at the signs, if you would. It says, keep your laws off my body, and I think you've got something on the other side.
Yeah, this is the one I used for the 4th of July. No, yeah, this was the Independence Day, the 4th of July rally I went to.
The American dream, independence, not government dependence.
That's right. And we are losing our ability to hold on to that. And I think that that is a much scarier thing than the fact that we need to reform our health care system. It's scarier that we're going to lose our independence and our ability to have an effect on our own lives.
Well, Leah, we hear the chanting going back and forth between those that are for Obama's universal health care and for those who want to determine that for themselves. My question to you is, amongst all the cacophony there, I take it that you want to say start from scratch, or do you want to tell the Obama folks, no way?
No,
can there be freedom in a totally government-run healthcare system?
No, of course not. Of course there can't, and that's why they are telling you that that's not what this will be. They're telling you it will not become government healthcare. They deny it everywhere they go. But I watched President Obama on a videotape in a room of like-minded people say that this plan is a Trojan. He doesn't use the word Trojan horse. The man who wrote this public option did, but Barack Obama says it might take 10, it might take 15, and it might take 20 years, but we'll get there. We'll get there. I mean, you can't compete with government. They run a deficit. They don't have to turn a profit. They obviously don't have to break even. I mean, Timothy Geithner went with hat in hand Friday to the Congress asking to increase the debt ceiling again. They just did it in February. $12.1 trillion now they find is not enough to get us through this fiscal cycle. Don't tell me that a government's going to run a plan on a level playing field when all they got to do is print funny money over at the Federal Reserve and you drive all competition out.
Leah, I want to say thank you very much. Much appreciated. Let's try to keep in touch.
Yep.
We do have a radio show, and I would love to have you on called Meet the New Press.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And in fact,